Hello, everyone, and welcome back to TNV Academy, your trusted platform for simplified explanations of ISO standards, sustainability, and compliance. I'm Aganksha Mishra, and today we are diving into a topic that has created a lot of curiosity, confusion, and even anxiety in the environmental management community. How ISO 14001 moves from CD to DIS to FDIS, and what it really means when people say ISO 14001 is being rewritten. You may have heard terms like committee draft, draft international standard, or final draft international standard being discussed on LinkedIn in webinars or during audits. Unfortunately, these terms are often misunderstood, leading many organizations to believe that major changes are being forced upon them overnight. In this detailed session on TNV Academy, we will show things down and explain the entire ISO revision journey step by step, in simple language without technical confusion or fear. By the end of this session, you will clearly understand how ISO 14001 evolves, why this process exists, what is truly changing, and why organizations that understand ISO fundamentals never need to panic during revision cycles. So let's begin by understanding the reality behind the revision process. Now, why ISO 14001 is being rewritten but not replaced? When professionals hear phrases like ISO 14001 is being rewritten or a new ISO 14001 version is coming, the immediate reaction is often confusion or concern. Some assume a completely new environmental management system will replace the existing one, while others fear their certifications may lose value. In reality, ISO 14001 is going through a structured and globally accepted revision process, moving carefully from committee draft to draft international standard and finally to final draft international standard. This journey is designed to strengthen the standard, not disrupt it. Now, why ISO standards need a revision process? ISO standards are living documents. Environmental risk, climate challenges, legal frameworks, and stakeholder expectations evolve continuously. To remain relevant and effective, ISO reviews its standards periodically, usually every 5 to 7 years. ISO 14001 is being revised not because it failed, but because it must adapt to modern environmental realities, including climate change, ESG expectations, and stronger compliance demands. Now, the core principle. ISO is built on global consensus. ISO does not allow one country, industry, or expert to dominate the standard. Every clause is developed through international consensus involving technical experts, regulators, industries, certification bodies, and national standards organizations. This is why ISO revisions take time and why their outcomes are trusted globally. Now, committee draft, where ideas are discussed and tested. The committee draft stage is where technical discussions begin. Experts propose changes based on audit findings, implementation challenges, climate risk, and regulatory developments. At this stage, nothing is final. Multiple drafts may exist, and many proposed changes never move forward. For ISO 14001, CD discussions focus on clarity around climate risk, life cycle perspective, leadership involvement, and environmental performance measurement. Committee drafts are working documents meant only for expert discussion. Organizations should never modify their systems based on committee draft content, and auditors must never audit against committee drafts. Treating committee draft material as a requirement is a serious professional mistake and a major source of misinformation. Now, draft international standard, that is DIS. Once broad agreement is reached, the draft moves to the DIS stage. At this point, the structure is stable and the draft is shared globally for comments and voting. The DIS stage is about ensuring clarity, usability, and global applicability, not introducing radical changes. For ISO 14001, DIS helps confirm that the revised standard works across industries, countries, and organizational sizes. DIS is still a draft. Organizations are not required to implement it, and certification bodies cannot audit against it. However, DIS gives a clear direction of where ISO is heading. Smart organizations use this awareness to strengthen existing systems without rushing into premature changes. The final draft international standard, that is FDIS. The last technical check, FDIS, is the final step before publication. At this stage, the technical content is frozen. Only editorial corrections and language improvements are allowed. No new requirements are introduced. When ISO 14001 reaches FDIS, it means the revised version is almost ready for official release. FDIS does not invalidate ISO 14001-2015. Existing certificates remain valid. Once the revised standard is published, ISO and accreditation bodies will announce transition periods, giving organizations sufficient time, often several years, to adapt calmly and systematically. Now, is ISO 14001 actually being rewritten? The term rewritten is misleading. ISO 14001 is not being replaced or fundamentally changed. The PDCA cycle, risk-based thinking, process approach, leadership role, compliance obligations, and continual improvement remain intact. What is happening is refinement, clearer wording, stronger alignment with climate realities, and better guidance for effective implementation. Key themes driving the revision. Across CD, DIS, and FDIS stages, certain themes remain consistent. Climate change is treated as a strategic risk. Life cycle thinking is clarified to prevent misinterpretation. Leadership accountability is emphasized to ensure real involvement. Environmental performance evaluation focuses more on measurable results than paperwork. These themes reflect global expectations, not sudden innovation. Now let's discuss what organizations should do right now. Organizations should continue implementing ISO 14001-2015 confidently. There is no need to pause audits or certification activities. A well-designed environmental management system based on compliance, risk assessment, monitoring, and continual improvement will naturally align with the revised standard. Consultants must avoid spreading fear or selling unnecessary urgency. Auditors must continue auditing strictly against the current published standard until official transition guidance is issued. Ethical conduct during revision phases protects the credibility of the ISO system. Understanding the journey eliminates fear. The journey from CD to DIS to FDIS is not a threat. It is a sign of ISO's strength. It shows that ISO 14001 evolves carefully, transparently, and responsibly. Organizations that understand this journey stop reacting to rumors and start preparing with confidence. We have now reached the end of this detailed session, and I hope you have a clear and confident understanding of how ISO 14001 moves from committee draft to draft international standard and finally to final draft international standard. Remember, revision does not mean disruption. It means improvement. If this session helped you gain clarity, please like the video, subscribe to TNV Academy, and share it with your colleagues, auditors, consultants, and sustainability professionals. On this channel, we focus on removing confusion and helping you understand ISO standards in a practical and meaningful way. I'm Akanksha Mishra, and I'll see you soon in another insightful session on TNV Academy. Until then, stay informed, stay compliant, and stay environmentally responsible. Thanks for watching.